This is Apocalypse Radio for Sunday, March 29th, 2020, 11:20 in the AM. This is Webisode 621.
They're the good guys to know. Everyone agrees. So step up, good guys, and sign in, please.
This is Apocalypse Radio for insert date here, 2005.
Dude, your intro is so 2005.
Oh, it's 2008.
2020?
Is it really?
I can't. I can't.
Apocalypse Radio. It's radio that is apocalyptic in nature.
Think about that for a moment. Think about that for a moment.
And now, here's your host, Charlie.
Goddamn son of a bitch!
And Shaman.
Insufferable cock.
And we are back.
Hola, senors and senoritas.
Charlie over here.
And Shaman over here.
Day, whatever it is now.
For me...
Of the corona pandemic. For you, you've been stuck inside now.
28 days.
Jesus.
March 1st was when I went into hiding and have been here ever since.
Yeah.
And it's fucking driving me nuts.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm a firm believer in retail therapy.
Meaning he likes to buy things?
Exactly. I like to buy shit.
If anybody goes, what's retail therapy? I've never heard of this. Is this therapy I can get, I can purchase in a store?
Yes, you can. Just pick up something off the shelf and buy it.
Yeah.
You'll feel better. It makes my endorphins run. I'm happy when
I will never use this, but I bought it anyway.
Exactly. It's just
How
like
Barbara stay married to you.
I don't know. She's very, very, very tolerant. Very tolerant. I mean, there's hundreds of books out there on the table. I was kidding with a friend this weekend or the other day, and he'd never heard the term sundoku. And I practice the Japanese art of sundoku, which is buying books just to have them, not reading them, just buying them to have them. And having them pile up in your life. And
shit.
That is exactly what I do. I buy these books swearing I'm going to read them, and they get stuck in a pile and are never heard from, usually not seen either again.
Yeah.
They just sit in the stacks. And I was looking through the stacks last night. Man, I got some good shit. I got the complete Machine Man from Marvel, which is one of my favorite characters of all time. I've actually got the Randy Bowen bust that they did of him. He's matter of fact, that is the only Marvel piece I own, is a bust statue of Machine Man.
Yeah,
I got the complete Max Marvel Max Punisher out there. One of the books of which I have never read. I've read the other 6, but because I used to own them in hardback. But the 7th one, I've never read. It's all new stuff for me. Just stacks, and I'll flip through and be like, oh, I forgot I had that, son of a bitch. Remember the old Superman Batman series we both enjoyed?
Oh yeah.
They actually finally started collecting those. I think there's like 10 issues per volume, and I think I've got 5 or 6 now. I think they've got 1 or 2 more to print the entire run. And I would love to sit down and reread that entire run. That was a great comic. I enjoyed the shit out of it, especially the first couple of stories.
Yeah.
They were extremely good. I enjoyed the shit out of that book. Plus, it contained the... What is this? Modern age? Yeah. It was the first modern age appearance of Kara-El, his cousin, Supergirl.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I liked that story. I think, what was the guy's name that wrote that? Michael Was it Michael Turner that did the art for that?
For what?
The Supergirl run on Superman Batman or Batman's Superman Batman.
Yeah, I think so because who was the original artists?
Shit, McGinnis.
Yes.
McGinnis. Yeah. Ed McGinnis. Yeah. And I love his art.
Oh yeah.
I'm a super fan of his art, man. It's
like realistic cartoony.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it. Realistic cartoony. Yeah. I mean, I dig the shit out of that. Michael Turner's good, but his was much more lifelike.
Yeah.
Type art style. He's the one that died. I think he died like 2 or 3 years later.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a creator-owned comic called Fathom that I never did get around to reading. I know Clint was a fan, if I remember right.
Yeah.
But I never got around to reading it. Matter of fact, that's one I never even got around to picking up.
So back to we've gotten off topic now.
Yeah,
from you buying.
Yeah.
Of things.
There you go.
Because that's what keeps you insane. Keeps you sane.
It does. It keeps me sane. And I can't just sit around here.
You can say, oh, he can buy stuff online. It's not the same.
Not the same. I can't pick
See,
it up.
It's almost like you have to have the hunt.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, I want to pick it up and touch it. I want to be able to hold it in my hands and walk out of a store with it, or have something physical right then. I am very much a what's the phrase? What do they call it?
Order? Okay.
No, it's yes. What the fuck? It's a phrase for buying things without thinking about it.
Impulse buyer?
Thank you. God damn it. Why couldn't I remember that? My fucking brain's going.
That didn't take much.
No, it didn't take much. And it's pretty much pickled right now, but we'll talk about that. Not right now, but yeah, I just like to buy shit. I'll occasionally buy shit on Amazon. Well, God knows, I'll quite often buy shit on Amazon if I can't find it in town. But yeah, that's my only recourse right now.
Yeah, I'm actually. There's so many things I want to buy.
Yeah,
I've kind of gone on a little buying spree lately.
Oh.
Well, I mean, some of it's for work, some of it's for Xbox, and some of it's
right,
whatever. But I'm like, all right, I need to take a break from this because I just don't know what the future is going to hold right now.
No, you don't.
As we see more and more shit going on with this,
right,
and companies doing different things, you're like, okay, yeah, I'd love to have that. It's $20. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go through later on tonight and go through. Okay, what all streaming services do I have? Which ones can I live without? I'm gonna start weeding it back.
I bet you pick Hulu to get rid of.
Well, no, Hulu's tied into my Spotify.
Oh, you've got that deal. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it's what I pay for Spotify.
Right.
Even though I don't really use the Hulu though.
It's good to have. You're gonna want it because you're gonna want it though because they're talking about. Possible more adult-oriented.
I know Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, but I mean, like I say, it's only a couple bucks more. Then I've got Disney Plus. I'm like, okay, I have outside of the Mandalorian, I haven't used.
Well, I'm not going to disagree there. I watched, of course, the Mandalorian, and we watched The World According to Jeff Bloom, which is a good little 10-episode series.
Yeah.
Goldblum. Yeah, it's a good little 10-episode series. But like you say, that's it. We've been done.
I mean, the movies, we've got almost all that stuff in the Vudu.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Except for the classic stuff. And I really haven't gone through. And I haven't even gone through to see what they've even added. It's been so long since I've actually had it on. And now that I'm doing the Xbox Game Pass.
Right. Oh, yeah, Game Pass.
See, I mean, I think I'm going to have more use out of Game Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Than out of the Disney Plus right now.
You're probably right. And you can always add the Disney Plus when the Mandalorian comes back.
True.
Or if they start pumping out, which they will soon this fall, when they start pumping out the TV series, you're gonna want to be on there.
See, Netflix I use.
Yeah.
No, not getting rid of Netflix.
Right. No, that's kind of a bare necessity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube TV, we're keeping that.
Oh, you got to, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think that's really all the subscription stuff I've got.
I'm trying to think of what
I use Spotify on a daily basis, so I mean I can't get rid of that.
Same here.
I see the only way I can go, oh well, I don't need that is Disney Plus.
You're right. You're right.
Like,
I mean,
what am I paying for that right now? $5, $6, something like that.
I think it's 6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, well, maybe I'll wait till things get tough, then I'll cancel
Then
it.
cut it off. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The Hulu. It is the same price, isn't it? If I remember right, I can't. Oh, that's why I didn't. That's
you don't
right.
get the commercial free.
Right. That's the reason I never did join it. No commercial free. Yeah.
At this point, I don't care about the commercials.
Yeah, I do. Definitely. Especially when you go through and realize that, they very much play the same spot fucking over and over and over.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Jesus. That shit gets real old real fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, how much are you all shut down?
Pretty much all upfront stuff is being done remotely.
Okay.
I mean, we're not really shut down.
Right.
It's more about working from home. Back in the back of the programming area, morning shows are coming in.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, I gotta have them. Worst case, I mean, well, one, I can get it done remotely.
Yeah.
But I still have to have somebody come and run the board.
Very true.
And I've found with most of these people, they'd rather come in.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I mean, they stay home all the time. Because everybody's kind of doing the whole practicing, being at home, but getting able to leave for a few hours.
Right.
Break, as you know.
Yeah.
If you could just leave and go in and do a 4-hour show and come home.
Oh, I'd work at the radio station the entire day. Me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just stay there.
I'm in there, even though I'm thinking I'm going to start working more remotely starting this week. I'm going to go in and do what I can just to show my face, but I think I'm going to start doing just being in there for a minimal amount of time.
Good idea.
And then I've got 2 PDs that are pretty much working from home all the time.
Okay.
And then I got one that's there pretty much all the time
Right.
because he just wants to be, he can't see a reason to work from home. Not that he's, paranoid or anything like that. He's just, I can't sit at home all day.
Right.
Market manager's in pretty much all day, again, because he just can't, he doesn't want to be sitting at home all day. So there's maybe about 4 or 5 of us in the building.
Okay.
At any given time. In the morning, there's about 4. After 10, it goes down to about 3, maybe 4.
See, that's still too many for me.
And, well, the thing is, that's in the entire building.
Right.
And then after, almost by like 4 o'clock, there's 2 of us.
Okay. Well, that's not so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's really rarely ever more than 4 or 5.
Okay. Yeah, 4 or 5 is still too many for me.
Oh, yeah. Because.
Anything above 2 isn't more than enough for me.
Yeah. And it's not like we're all huddled together. We're all spread out.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a pretty decent-sized building, too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, you got a couple up front, a couple in the back. And, the worst time is when the engineer's there or the IT guy's there. And he's just, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. He'll just, all the time.
Been there, do that.
Dude, you fucking sick? But
I can blame emphysema. I got an easy out, man. Matter of fact, the other day, it was kind of funny. The other day, I called my doctor's office, and I was supposed to have an appointment this coming week for my physical.
Yeah, I was supposed to have one, too, and I went ahead and canceled it.
Yeah, that was my thought. Friday, I just went, you know what? Not even going in there. Fuck this. I'll just cancel it. So I called him up, and she goes, well, what time's your appointment? I said, it's Tuesday at 10:30. She goes, do you still want to keep it? I went, no. I said, no offense, but I don't want to come near your office because there are sick people there. And God knows what they've got. So I said, no. Let's postpone it.
Yeah.
When are you seeing patients? She goes, well, the earliest I can get you in, I think she said June. She goes, and we'll probably still be set up the way we are now. And I'm like, what do you mean set up? She goes, we're taking well patients between 8 and 11:30, and we're taking sick patients from 12:30 to 5. And I went, well, wait a minute. If you're well, why in the fuck are you there? And then I thought, well, maybe for a physical like me. But even still, I mean, there can't be that many people scheduling enough to fill their business, scheduling
Yeah.
physicals every day, and it's kind of like what patients, what the fuck? You're supposed to be for sick people. One of the reasons I'm staying the fuck away from you. So yeah, she was like, the earliest I can get you in is June, and I kind of laughed and I was like, that is fine by me.
Yeah.
I said, because hopefully this shit will be done with by then. Well, as done as you can get, and I'll be able to leave the house once again. But on the other hand, I am fully prepared to cancel that appointment again, if need be, because I don't think, God knows we're not looking at fucking Easter, like our fearless leader is talking about. I think the earliest we're looking at is May, and it's not going to surprise me at all if this goes through the summer.
I think in some shape or form it will go through the summer.
Yeah.
But I think you'll see things
lighten up.
They'll have to a certain degree. If when you see things kind of start going backwards a little bit, I mean, really, you can kind of look at New York, kind of, and but don't think, oh, everybody's going to be just like New York. New York has way more people,
right?
But percentage-wise, you can look at New York and go, okay, when it curves, what percent will it have been?
Right.
And you can kind of probably go, okay, when we hit about this percent of the population, we'll probably go backwards.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It'll be interesting to see. God knows. Nobody can even, all we can do is guess.
Yeah, that's all you can do right now.
Exactly. I do think, like I said, I do think Easter is a foolish fucking target.
Oh, I think so too. I think though that, as I told you, I think that's being done just so people who are, I think one, it's done to distract people.
Maybe.
It's done. Lord knows he talks and everybody gets distracted.
Oh yeah.
Whether he's an idiot, he's good, or he's like, man, he's gonna make this thing on get us back. It doesn't matter.
Right.
They're gonna talk about that, and then they'll forget that they're stuck inside for a little bit. So, where's I going with this? So I think he's just trying to say, hey, it's not going to be permanent. Because I think if you just said, well, we just don't know. And then people are like, well, he needs to have a plan.
True.
Yeah,
true.
I mean, and then you of course see if you sit here on social media and you see nothing but the news. I mean, it's like the story that came out this morning with the headline of, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Who's the infectious disease dude?
Oh, Fauci.
Yeah. Yeah, his thing this morning, or they said that, let me find the post. Fauci says the U.S. will certainly have millions of cases of COVID-19 and more than 100,000 deaths. Now, that's worst case scenario.
Right.
Is the way he's playing it out.
Yeah.
But that's nowhere in the headline. So you actually have to read the story to find out that. You don't, if you're just scrolling through and, oh my God.
Right.
As people do.
Yeah. I don't disagree. There's a lot of that going on. A lot of fear. Writing, fear.
In some instances, I'd say, hey, we might need to start scaring some people.
Right. Oh, fuck yeah, we need to scare some people. There's all kinds of reports of fucking people out playing ball games and gathering at the park and all this shit. I'm like, are you people living in the
going to the beach?
Oh my God. I mean, well, in your case, you've got so few people probably.
Yesterday was busier than I thought.
Right.
But I think what happened was at noon today, all the tourists are out.
Goodbye.
Once they check out of the hotels need to close down at 7. That is for short-term rentals.
Right.
Anybody that's like a snowbird that's been down here since before March 1st, they are allowed to stay.
Okay.
Because they were here before everything hit.
Before March 1st.
Yeah.
But even long-termers got to get out if you didn't get there until March. Good Lord. Even long-term's got to get out if they didn't come in until after March.
Do what now?
Do long-termers rentals?
No, they're out. They got to go.
If it's after March 1st. Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they were out here after March 1st, and then they got to be out. They got here in the last few weeks.
Tripping, man.
Yeah, and they're not going to book anything else till after
it's done.
May 1st.
Oh, okay.
Is what they got as the date right now.
All right.
That will probably get kicked down the road.
Right.
I'm guessing probably depends. I have a feeling that we will be shelter in place within the week.
You think so?
Yeah.
Even we haven't gone shelter in place yet.
Well, I just think, North Carolina just did it.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah. And I know the mayor is calling for it. The governor says it's kind of drastic, but,
It's got to happen.
Well, no, he's leaning against it right now.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. But he has banned anybody from another state coming here.
Well, that's good at least.
Well, I mean, not banned, but, it's like, you have to quarantine for 14 days if you're coming from, The thing is, though, I mean, people got mad at the president last night for considering a quarantine option for those states.
Forced federal, right.
Yeah. I'm like, I ain't got no problem with it.
I think more than I don't think it's a problem with
because people are trying to get out of there so they can escape it. But the thing is, though, they may be bringing it with them.
Exactly, and they may be.
And it's kind of like, okay, you got to look at why it's being considered, not,
Well, I think the problem that Cuomo and some of the other governors have is the fact that the federal government is talking about forcing this on them, and it's not them like Cuomo. It's not them deciding this is what we're going to do. I think it's a matter of they don't like the feds coming in and sticking their nose into something that should be a state concern.
Yeah,
I think that's what the issue is, because I think Cuomo, if he hasn't already, at some point he's going to come up with the same solution, and will probably enact it himself. Yeah.
Well, they went ahead and walked it back, of course, and just issued the travel advisory.
Okay.
So we walked back, but I guess you don't want the feds set up at the border, but
no, you don't. No, I can imagine where that would be somewhat disconcerting, to say the least.
Oh yeah. And like I say, just scaring the fuck out of people.
Right.
Yeah. Like I say, I think they're trying not to scare people, but at the same time trying to scare the fuck out of people.
Yeah, right, exactly. Scare them the proper amount.
Yeah.
There you go. God, dude, right now, I've got the worst, nastiest, gross, sweet taste in my mouth. Every cigarette I've lit so far this afternoon, every cigarette I've lit has tasted like, you know how sometimes you'll taste a cigarette and it'll taste sweet and it's nasty? I don't know if you've ever gotten that. I get it usually after I brush my teeth for about 20 minutes, but then it's usually gone. This has been hanging around for 2 hours now, and I think I'm not sure, but I think it's the new toothpaste Barb just bought. For some reason, she switched to something else, and that's just not going to do. It doesn't work for me because it tastes nasty. But that was just a side note.
Yeah.
I was sitting here licking my teeth, going yuck. And no matter how much coffee, Gatorade, and Dr. Pepper I drink, it's still fucking nasty.
Yeah. So let's get to the big news of the week,
which is
Tiger King. I finished it last night.
Tiger King.
Have you watched any of it yet?
We started last night.
Okay. And how did Barb do?
Barb did pretty good.
Yeah.
There were a couple of moments where they were cutting up the cows and shit.
Yeah.
And feeding them to the tigers.
But it's for the tigers. It's not like you're doing it for the fuck of it.
Exactly. I think that's what she was doing, the whole looking away from the screen. Let me know when I can look.
I looked away at that. I'm like, I want to see that.
But she stuck with the rest of it, and I think we're going to go back to it this afternoon or tonight and watch some more. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. That dude's fucking crazy.
And it gets better and better.
Oh, my God.
And I tell you what, if Barb, at the end of it, it kind of... Barb will enjoy the way it ends, with the message it sends at the end of it.
Right.
I think.
Okay. Anything gross happen to animals in the end one?
No. I mean, good. I don't think I really saw anything gross happen.
Okay.
Terry, like I say, Terry was like, Terry thought she would be upset at the the cubbing and those kind of things.
Right. Okay.
Not so much what they did to the animal. 'Cause really, there's a couple of instances where one of them's cubbing and he's getting the cubs away, and there's some things like that. But it wasn't like any, some of the stuff they did. Some of the animals not starving so much. They were still feeding them, but they weren't getting enough food.
Okay.
There's things like that.
She'll
but
probably be able to. She'll probably be able to get beyond that.
Yeah. I say not bad. Just you just hate to see the shit's actually going on.
Right. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
The guy from Myrtle Beach, I think, makes out better as the show goes on.
That was trippy, man. Had you mentioned that to me? Because I had no idea when they came up with the, in here in Myrtle Beach. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't know there was one of these guys down there where Charlie is.
Yeah. And his, it's expensive to go there, too.
That's funny because I actually thought when it first started showing that place, I was like, hey, you know what? Next time I go down to see Charlie, I think I want to go there. And then he mentioned something like $339.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, no, I don't need to go there. That's crazy.
Yep.
$300 to fucking see a bunch of tigers. What the
Well, it's pretty interactive, though.
Is it?
It's not just see. You get to hold and get your picture taken and all this other shit, too.
Okay.
I mean, there's, I'm not saying it's worth it, but it's like there's more than just going through a zoo.
Well, at least there's that then. Okay.
Yeah,
that was trippy.
Because even because when I first moved down here, there was even one of the travel sites had put that as one of the best, attractions in America. I was like,
really?
Okay. Yeah.
Damn.
And he's actually going to be on with a morning show on the News Talk tomorrow to give his side of the story and tell, because he feels like he got duped into this. He didn't think it was about, what it was about. Something of that nature. And so he's trying to get his story. Well, he's not really trying to get his story. He's getting his story out to us. He's not really doing interviews with anybody else.
Oh, really?
It's hilarious because he's been on his Instagram. He was saying some stuff and responding to it, but has not been on anything yet. No TV stations, no radio stations. He's going on with us tomorrow.
Wow.
And I think that's one because we're pretty much the local news station.
Right.
And also he can do it and it'll be live. It won't be edited for,
later broadcast and made to look.
Yeah, for later broadcast where they can twist it around.
Right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. He says what he says there. It's for record. It's, permanently done. They're going to video it and everything else. So.
How'd you snag that interview?
Well, we've done business with him before.
Oh, okay.
And so we reached out. When I started watching it last weekend, I came in on Monday. I'm like, you guys have got to get this guy on. I'm like, well, we'll see. And sure enough, he was open to doing it.
Wow. That's cool.
He was going to come in last Friday, but the Dave, the morning guy, had not watched any of the episodes.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, well, Doc would really like you to watch some of the episodes before he comes in and talks about it.
Right.
And Dave's, well, I've kind of read enough on the internet. I'm like, look, you need just watch it.
Just watch one.
And so he's like, I don't have Netflix.
Damn.
Yeah. So he actually, Doc gave him his personal Netflix login.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. That's
Doc Antle said, here's my login. Use it. Watch some of these episodes.
Oh, funny.
Yep.
That's funny. Good for him.
Yeah.
But how do you not have Netflix?
It's
the basic service.
I'm not getting into it. I'm like, what do you do? Read?
Yeah, really. I mean,
I think that's what he does. He's kind of that guy.
God, man.
I don't know how you live without Netflix, but
seriously.
Yeah. So it gets really good. It really, it all starts really kind of funny. Then it gets dark by the last 3 episodes.
Okay.
It goes kind of dark. Actually, the 3rd episode's pretty dark too.
Okay.
Where it talks about that bitch Carol.
That bitch Carol Baskin.
And her husband or her ex-husband that went missing.
Right. Okay.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had several people tell me that by the time you get to the series, she killed him.
Yeah, you can pretty much you feel that.
Right.
And there's a whole episode dedicated to that too.
Okay.
Just the whole case, what happened to him, and then you'll meet the guy who kind of was behind or kind of inspiration to Scarface.
Okay.
I think he's in the 2nd episode.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
But it has been, again. I've seen more about Tiger King on social media this week than I've seen the coronavirus. So
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, like, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Now, what will be the next thing that gets everybody's mind off of it?
God only knows.
There's the new season of Ozark. I'm like, I don't care about that.
Oh, that is the big thing right now. I've had a couple of friends post.
Yeah.
I never could. I gave it a try. We watched like the first 3 episodes, and I just never could get into it. It was all right, you know. Sudoku with friends, I'd lose. Words with friends, I could hang. Drinking with friends, is that available yet? Ah. People were responding to my latest update. Hobbies are therapeutic. I welcome quarantine. No. I'm sorry. No. That's not the correct answer. Hobbies are therapeutic, I'll give you that. My problem is I can't seem to find a hobby that isn't incredibly expensive. Barb, last night, I was sitting there bitching about being home again. Basically, Barb has to listen to a constant stream of whining and invectives from me about being stuck in the house. And she came up and said, you know what, I almost bought you a Lego set. And my heart went pitter-patter because I love Lego sets. But then she goes, yeah, but I didn't realize they were that expensive. Yes, they are approximately, you can if you break it out, it runs to around 10 cents a brick. So if it's a 12,000 piece set, you're going to pay $120 or so for the set.
Yeah.
It's a rough figure, but yeah, it's, you know. And I told her, I said, you know what? Get me the Death Star. I want the Death Star. And it's I think it's 400. I think it's $400.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. But it's beautiful. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm constantly checking the Lego store. At Lego.com, I'm constantly checking that store to see if there's anything new. And, I keep coming back to the big sets, you know. There's one here. There you go. The Fiat 500. I'd love to make that set. This is the one. Okay. Anybody who's curious, go to Legoland.com and search for Imperial Star Destroyer. I would kill to own this. I would kill to own it. It is how many pieces? 4,784 pieces.
Wow.
And it is fucking beautiful. It is so incredibly detailed. It's got the little the Tantive 4, the ship with Lee on it that they suck in. You know, it's got just this awesome looking bridge tower. It's a beautiful.
And it's Lego.com, not Legoland.com.
Oh, sorry.
Legoland.com is the.
I don't know why I said that.
Is the for the amusement parks.
There you go. Lego.com. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
$699. $699.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. Now, search Death Star. Because I want you to see this one. This is the one I really have always wanted. I thought it was 400. It's 500. It's cut up and broken
but
up.
But it's $499, yeah.
Yeah, cut up and broken up into.
Yeah, well, that's the one you saw
scenes.
on Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I don't remember that.
I don't. Oh yeah, when in Spider-Man: Homecoming, when Ned's there with they were going to build the Star Destroyer or build Death Star that night, and he came in and he's sitting there, and that's when he looks up and sees him on the ceiling and drops it.
Okay, I think I remember that. I think I do.
Yeah. So, are you still watching the Lego Masters?
No, I dropped off. I didn't drop off. I got lost around the third. I think I made it through the first 3, and then I got lost. And I keep wanting to come back to it because
they're down the last 3 teams.
Okay.
And this week is Star Wars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Last week was heroes versus villains.
Okay.
But it was like made up heroes and villains.
Fuck that.
Like you had Bathtub Guy and Angry Granny. Something like that.
Yeah.
And they had to create these worlds for them to do.
Okay.
And it was actually really cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was some really cool stuff going on.
I thought you were going to say Marvel and DC
Oh, no.
Heroes, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. Yeah, I would dig the shit out of that. Enter our VIP monthly sweep.
And the guy from Louisville, Kentucky got kicked off this week.
I saw a little quick news snippet about that. I think it was on IMDb, where they mentioned somebody from Kentucky had lost, and I didn't realize. Maybe just didn't pay attention. I didn't realize those guys were from.
Well, no, only one of them.
Oh,
I don't know how they met or anything else. I don't really know their backstories.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder. Interesting. Nightmare Batman. I really need this? What the fuck? I really need this. It's the Nightmare. Is that from the movie? It's apparently an exclusive minifigure you can only get as a figure on card with 2 other figures with him. Nightmare Batman. I was thinking the nightmare sequence from Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Because it looks like that. But that can't be right. I don't know where this is from. Nightmare
I don't know.
Batman. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Those are parademons? From the dark side? Or from Apocalypse? Let the battle commence. Yeah, 2 parademons. Nightmare. This must be from one of the comics.
Okay.
Weapons includes Batman's rifle with an attached decorated Lego tile of the Joker's face. Oh, here we go. No, I'm right. It is. It's the famous nightmare sequence from Batman versus Superman.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was right. I want it. I wonder if I can convince Barb to let me order some Legos.
Oh, God.
It's...
I need to buy something, Barb.
It's kind of
happy, right?
Well, it's kind of retail therapy, kind of. Here's a beautiful Batmobile. Oh, it's the 1989 Batmobile. Does it slide up and have cool parts? Detailed. Oh, it's got the slide open cockpit, the machine guns. Oh, and a Vicky Vale, a Batman, and a Joker. Only $249. Jesus.
Only $49. Wow.
God. How many pieces? 3,300. Woo, that'd take me at least an afternoon.
Yeah, I need to dig out. I got to hear somewhere. I've got the ATST Walker.
Oh, really?
I found it at a yard sale.
That's a good one.
And I need to put that together.
Hell yeah. I think I am going to ask her if I can buy a Lego. Because I want to be able to order that Batman Nightmare. Damn it. And I don't even think I'll take that out of the package.
Yeah.
I think I would leave that one in there. Let's see. Shop by. Themes. DC superheroes. What do you got? Batmobile, a bunch of the figures. Oh no, it's individual figures. The Batcave Clayface invasion. That's pretty cool. There's a car. Batman and the Joker escape. There's no real good big sets here. What the fuck's going on, man? You're failing me. Lego, you're failing me. I guess all those Lego DC sets they made over the past 4 or 5 years are no longer available. Because I'm not seeing any of them, like the Harley and Joker, what do they call it? Carnival. The Carnival House.
Yeah.
That one, I guess that one's gone now, which means how much is it going for on eBay? Because I may end up getting rid of it. Yeah. Damn it. I may have to get rid of that one. I've never even built that one. It's still in the bags. I had put it away for a rainy day, which it doesn't get rainier than it is now. But now if it's out of print, fuck. I'd rather sell it on eBay. That's what I did with the giant Millennium Falcon I had. I sold it on eBay because it jumped up like double the triple price. I think it was like a $90, $100 set, and I think I ended up selling it for like $300 because that was the Millennium Falcon was a good one. Popped open and everything.
I just sent you a link. Russell, you got it too. Over in the Facebook for a T-shirt. It immediately made me think of you.
No, nice.
Yeah.
Holy hand grenade.
It is a Batman and Robin holding the holy hand grenade from the Monty Python, the Holy Grail, and the bunny.
Yeah, jumping to kill him.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that. I got in my. I don't know if I told you I ordered this. It looks like the tattoo on my arm. The writing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I show you that one? The scroll that says "Bring out your dead."
Don't think so.
I'll have to dig it up and send you the graphic. Because it's a really good looking shirt. The graphic or the scroll design on it's perfect, and it's big on the chest, and you can really it's easy to read. Bring out your dead. I went, that's a perfect mate to my tattoo. I was like, I gotta have this. That was the first shirt I've ordered in probably a year. I just don't buy them anymore. I buy 5 packs of solid black V-neck T-shirts and wear the same fucking thing every day, day in, day out. Never have to think about what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
I like to use the Einstein method of clothing myself. Don't want to think about it. Just give me a pair of black exercise pants and a black T-shirt. And I'm done. Oh, and my black loafers. My Crocs loafers. Not Crocs, but they're made by Croc, but they look more like slip-on loafers. They're good-looking shoes, man. The wife is out in the yard right now. Fucking doing all kinds of yard work. She is also bored shitless. But she's better able to focus that boredom into something constructive. You know, even if I can force my focus into something, it's never constructive. It's always basically a complete waste of time. Watching movie. Well, see, I don't consider that a waste of time. But
no,
not a waste of time at all. But yeah. Oh, did I tell you? I watched Bloodshot.
You told me it was pretty good, but we have not really talked about it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a good Vin Diesel movie. B, it's a good comic book movie. Without being spandex. C, it's got good effects, lots of explosions, lots of gunplay, and D, the story was actually pretty good. I had a lot of times those have really weak stories and shit. I had no problem with the story. It was actually kind of interesting. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a good movie. I would definitely recommend anybody who's curious about that one to watch it. It is a fun flick, and it's only. Was it
90?
I think it was
110.
I think it was 110. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'll look on the Plex. I have got so many movies stacked up to watch, and I am slowly but surely getting through them. Bloodshot was the latest one. I've got The Hunt, Invisible Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, all waiting to be watched. I did watch one. Yeah, it was an hour and 49 minutes, so almost 2 hours. I did mean to tell you I watched another movie recently that I forgot to mention to you. And anybody who's curious, this movie is definitely worth watching. Guns Akimbo.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you'd watched it or...
I'm pretty sure. I have not watched it yet.
Yeah.
I have told some people that I thought might be into it to watch it, but...
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
More than worth it. I think, unless I get stuck in the hole that is Tiger King, I think I may watch The Hunt today.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think I may watch The Hunt today. That looks fun, but I may end up playing golf this afternoon. You doing beach this afternoon?
Well, I'm going to leave here probably. Well, once we wrap up this show, we're going to take off. We got everything kind of ready, so
cool.
I should be back by 3:30ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jaren was saying something about wanting to play a game, and I'll see if I can
get
him.
Are we doing the Rory Golf or Golf Club?
I say we try the Rory.
I think so too. Since Golf Club's going to be leaving in a couple days.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. The only thing I hate about Rory is, was it Rory? I think it was Rory. It only comes with like No, never mind. That was the other one. That was the other golf game I got.
Yeah.
There was one. Who was it from? It was not Game Pass. Oh, I think it was. I think it was free. I think it was free, whatever it was. Now, see, I'm not going to remember. I'm not going to remember what the hell it was. Dude, we got to pause here.
All right.
And we're back. Man, boy, sorry. Not like the listeners heard anything besides a blip, but man, I haven't had to piss that bad in a long time. I've had so much coffee this morning. We had, as you know, because you saw my status update, our coffee maker went out Friday evening.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it was the first pot of the evening that I made, and I started at around 6 o'clock, came back 15 minutes later, half the thing was full, and it was no longer working, or it was no longer making more coffee. So I went, okay, something must have gotten blocked up, so I flipped it around and ran some water through it, started again, and it, again, made half a pot of coffee. Actually, the second time, no, it made half a pot of coffee and just stopped. So I'm tripping balls. As we all know, if I don't have my coffee at night, I get really pissy. And once again, as evidenced by my Facebook status update. Because I pretty much lost my shit. Because, of course, we're all in quarantine, and what the fuck? You can't just run out and find one. Well, apparently you can, because Barb did. But you know, for that evening, we were like, where are we going to get one? Well, you know, I remember Kroger's sells them at one of their big stores around here. So I, said, what the fuck? I guess you can go there. So Barb ran out to get one. Well, unfortunately, all they had was one specific type, and we're asking an arm and a leg for it, like $60. But it had no timer. It had no programming. You couldn't program it for the next morning or any of that shit. And it was worthless, absolutely worthless. So God love her, Barb actually went out Saturday to Target and found an exact duplicate for the one I've been using for the past 3 years because it's my favorite. And the day I can't get hold of that model, I'm going to be really upset. Because I'm one of these people, man. I will buy this.
Sheldon, man.
I am. I will buy the same car. I will buy the same, whatever.
I mean, once we're through this, you're going to be like, we should buy another one. Just in case.
Don't tempt
Just have it back in the closet.
Don't tempt me. Because I would really love, if that deck wasn't $100, I would love to go buy another one. And like you say, just to put it away just in case. That's what I did with my shoes. I have like 3 pairs of my shoes upstairs, of my sneakers, because they're my favorite model. They don't make it anymore, and I searched the world to find an extra pair. It's what I've worn for the past, 10, 15 years now. It's my favorite shoe. Yes, I am very much a creature of habit when it comes to my belongings. Once I get used to something, don't like to change. Took me 3 weeks to get used to our new sheets. Come on, there we go. By the way, I lied.
What's that?
I'm going to have a drink.
Okay.
Day drinking with the shaman. I could be a hell of a teacher. God knows I passed this class. Man. One of these days, just for fun, I'm going to see if I can actually go a day without a drink. I say that. I probably never will. Because, I mean, I figure, what the fuck? My lungs are already shot, and they're going to get me before cirrhosis of the liver probably has a chance to get me. So, what the fuck? I might as well just be a souse day and night. Though I try not to day drink usually. I did yesterday. I think I'm going to today because I think if I can convince Barb to, we might order pizza later. Papa John's got some great deals on right now. I call them the Corona deals. Please, God, buy food from us. We're making no money right now. Though I really have to wonder how much of a hit. Now, of course, Papa John's does delivery and pickup only. So, I'm sure they haven't taken anything of a hit. I'm sure their business has exponentially grown over the past few weeks. But I have to wonder about some of these other places. I wonder if they're making as much in all the drive-through and carry-out as they would, or as they did when people came in the stores. Places like, well, that's a bad example. I was going to say Pizza Hut, because Pizza Hut doesn't have restaurants anymore, do they? Or do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, there's still some, yeah.
Okay, we have none here. The only Pizza Hut restaurant we had got demolished about 2 years ago. So
Yeah,
if I remember right, we have none. Now, we've got plenty of Pizza Huts, but they're delivery only.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think there's still some out there.
Okay.
I haven't, I can't say I've necessarily seen one, but, I know there used to be. And,
I used to love eating at Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Man.
Actually, no, the one in Louisville, I think, is still open. That was up the street from my house.
Is it?
I think it's still open, yeah. No, but back to your question there. Texting with a friend of mine last night.
Yeah.
He just texted me something. Told me to be safe, and I said, yeah. I said, I'm expecting to go on quarantine pretty soon, but I'll still be able to go to work. I've got the letter from the government saying I'm an essential employee.
Yes.
And he's like, I've got one too for the restaurant. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all doing curbside right now? And he goes, yeah, curbside, carry out, and delivery. And I said, oh, good for you guys. I said, how's business? He goes, oh, we're doing 3 times.
Wow.
We do.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Good for them. Damn. A friend of mine down here runs a place called Red State Barbecue.
Yeah.
Some of the best food, because he used to bring it into the station all the time, because we used to work there once upon a time, and he'd cater like our lunches and shit. But incredible food. But I've never eaten at his restaurant because it's on the border between Georgetown and Lexington. So it's not a long way away, but it's a good 20, 25-minute drive to get there. But I've always wanted to go in the restaurant. Well, I'm really tempted to at least do, because they're doing pickup and, I think, pickup, carry out, but there is no drive-through. Pickup and carry out. I'd love to go there just to say hey to Dave and to try out. Like I say, I've never gotten food from the restaurant. So I've never gotten to try some of the weird things they have. Like they've got a barbecue chicken salad and, what is it, a pimento and pulled pork that I would love to try. I love pimento cheese and I love pulled pork. Why not put them together? But he got a brilliant idea. I guess he's not doing as much because he's out there. I guess he's not doing as much business as usual because he has now basically opened a general store at the restaurant. And they're doing pickup of staples, flour, rice, milk, breads, the simple stuff that people need regardless. And he said, fuck it, and set up a little grocery inside. And you can't go roaming through it, but you can call him and say, have you got so-and-so? And he's posting on Facebook all the time to his customers what he just got in and what he's got, and, come on by. Again, if it went so far away and actually do some carry out, I could really go for some fucking ribs right now. I could go for ribs.
Had debated doing some ribs today, but I think we're going to do pork chops tonight.
Oh, I love pork chops.
Bone-in pork chops, so.
Another one of my favorite foods is pork chops. Oh, matter of fact, I could get some pork chops. Josanne's about a half block down the road. Well, about a block or two down the road from us is open for drive-through. And man, that's a little soul kitchen. It's the weirdest place to stick a soul kitchen in a back neighborhood. But man, it works. Food is so good. And they get, there's a pretty constant stream of people once upon a time walking in there and eating there in the seats or doing carry out. I haven't seen how much business they're doing through the drive-through. I wonder. You'd think a buttload though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of they have a pretty constant stream of customers. By the way, there's a free Sonic the Hedgehog game available for the Xbox.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was in EA or if it was in...
It's in regular.
Is it in regular Game Pass? Okay.
Yeah.
Name 10 parts of the body with only 3 letters. No slang, no cursing, no Google.
Do what now?
A friend of mine just posted on my boredom update. She said, name 10 parts of the body with only 3 letters. No slang, no cursing, no Google.
Is there 10?
So, no tit.
Huh?
Yeah, you can't use the word tit. She said no cursing. I guess that's
No. There's no. There's 10.
10.
All right. Toe, leg.
Ear, arm, eye.
Yeah. Now, how many are we at now? Toe, leg, ear, arm, eye. We're at 5. As people at home listening to this or wherever going, how about this, motherfuckers? Dumbasses.
All right, let's see. Toe, ear, arm,
hip,
leg, eye, hip. God, this is difficult.
Yeah.
Eye, ear, nose.
All right, so we're at 6. We need 4 more.
I say tit counts.
Okay, we're say tit.
Fingernail, hand, finger, arm, elbow. This is more difficult than imagined.
Yeah. Lip.
Lip. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so we're at 8.
We're at
2
8.
more.
2 more.
Come on.
Teeth. Jaw.
Jaw. There you go.
Jaw. It's 9.
Chin. No.
We'll never find that 10th one. Shit. Ear canal, nasal canal. I'm just naming parts at this point.
Here's the parts you get to get one that has only 3 letters. Not heel.
No.
Foot.
God.
Yeah, one more.
This is difficult.
Yeah.
Fingernail, toenail, shoulder, wrist, pinky. Shit. Ear, arm, leg.
Yeah.
Eye, hip, tit, lip, jaw, toe. Wow.
Fuck it. All right, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah. I got
out.
nothing.
Can't be done.
Oh, I'm sure it can be done. Knowing Patty, she wouldn't put it up there unless it could be done.
Oh no. Oh, I'm sure it can be done.
Yeah, I know.
We're not Googling it either. So.
No, I refuse. No.
Yeah.
I refuse. Tibula, fibula, arm, leg. Damn it! This is gonna drive me nuts. But I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna look it up. I'll just keep thinking about it all afternoon until I can come up with an answer. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Butthole, pee hole.
Oh shit. Ooh, nice. Okay, hopefully you were on mute on that.
No, it's on
I can hear that. Oh God. No, he doesn't have the corona, kids. He always sounds like this.
Exactly. Shit. And here I am sitting here going, don't have another cigarette, man. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
And I've got one in my hand, and I'm going to fucking smoke it. God. Well, you know what? On the upside, though, I just looked down on my tray. I put out the other one 2/3 of the way through it. So I don't feel so bad now.
There you go.
I gave up on a little of it, at least. A little of it. So new movie, working Paul Feig. He's been behind a bunch of comedies.
Yeah.
And for anybody that used to watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the one with Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah.
He played a teacher on. He actually was an actor also. He played a teacher on her show. So he's kind of cool. He's a good little comedic actor and apparently quite the director and producer. He's doing a new movie called Dark Army, which is going to involve, from Universal, of course, which is going to involve all of the classic Universal monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, The Mummy. I can't remember if Creature from the Black Lagoon was a Universal, property or not. I am not sure. I think it was. Do I have all of those? I don't have any Wolfman on Blu-ray. What? What'd you find?
Just the top. You'll get into something, and then just the lines you go to.
And just jet. I'll jet.
It's like, man, we're talking about this, and here's what's going on. I wonder if I have any Wolfman. So.
Yeah, I know I have no Wolfman, because that's one of the classic Universal characters that never impressed me. I was just like, nah, it's kind of dumb. If I want a if I want a werewolf, I want a real werewolf. You're kind of a crappy werewolf. Wolfman.
Yeah.
Fuck a bunch of that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Were so what else were we supposed to hit?
Let's see what else we need to hit.
Let's hit the box office.
Is there one?
Nope, there's no box office.
Everything's shut down.
They're all closed still. They're all closed.
Yeah.
Everything's coming out early on Vudu and iTunes and Amazon Prime and all that shit. I think Sonic, if I remember right, Sonic is scheduled for Tuesday. It will come out in digital form. Let's see. What's the other big movie that was out? Oh, Bad Boys for Life. I think that's coming out Tuesday also.
Which I do want to see.
Okay, I'll talk to you about that.
Okay.
After the show. Yeah, I kind of want to see that. I saw the first two, and I remember I distinctly enjoyed the first Bad Boys. I think I was kind of mediocre about the second one. So I haven't decided if I want to see a third one. And I do kind of like the idea of what has it been, 15, 20 years?
Oh, yeah.
10, 15 years, something like that?
Yeah.
Since the first one. And I am kind of interested in so many years later what it's where it goes. But it's another one of those that even if I could say I want to watch it, I just can't seem to get motivated about.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, yeah.
See, I've always dug those movies and get sucked in pretty easily on it. So.
Right. I mean, they are enjoyable. I love a good cop buddy movie. I really do. But, yeah. Salute. Unfortunately.
Oh, there you go. It went down the wrong way. So you were going to get
wow.
Cough.
I didn't do the cough.
But
I just did the.
You threw up in your mouth?
Holy crap, my throat just clenched.
Has a gentleman come out on?
Yes.
Okay, it has.
Mm-hmm. I got it for you.
Have you watched it yet?
Not yet. I do want to see it.
I know you're a big Guy Ritchie fan.
Yeah, big Guy Ritchie fan.
Yeah.
And big Matt McConaughey fan.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got a double barrel coming down at me with two things I really enjoy. So yeah, I will end up watching it. I just haven't decided when.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to come up on the end of the show here, as we were kind of running out of things to talk about.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those, the world has stopped, man.
You know, well, I tell you what, my brain's just not quite, I've got to find something to reactivate my brain.
Yeah.
I mean, I went and got, here, we do have something to talk about.
Uh-oh.
As anointed by nature, the husband went out into the wasteland.
Poor bastard.
Of the apocalypse coronavirus this morning.
You were an apocalyptic warlord.
Hunting
and gathering.
Trying to make that find.
Cool.
And I brought home an 18-pack of heavy-duty, or whatever, toilet paper.
Nice.
So, the thick rolls, too. It's equivalent of 76 rolls of toilet paper.
Very nice. Very nice.
I went to Aldi this morning. There was like 3 of them there, and I was there right as they opened. 3 or 4.
That's
I grabbed
hilarious.
pretty much. They were gone within 10 minutes.
I bet they were.
Now, it wasn't like I was hoarding. But we're down to 5 rolls here in the house. No, I'm sorry, 7 rolls here in the house.
Okay.
It's like, okay, not time to worry just yet. We're good for probably another couple weeks.
Probably.
But
just
you might want to play it just in case. So I picked it up. Now that is off. I mean, the pressure's not. So I picked up that and a shit ton of beer.
There you go. Barb, God love her, actually stopped. She doesn't like it because she's like, Barb's real into the whole "you're an alcoholic" thing. She's like, I don't know why you disguise it. You're an alcoholic. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I won't admit it yet. But God love her, she doesn't like being pulled into the task, But she stopped and picked me up another 3 liters of, actually 3.5 liters of bourbon on Friday. God love her. Picked up, I was like, can you do me a favor and stop by Kroger and pick up my prescriptions? I have medications I need for the morning. Oh, and pick me up 2 or 3.5 liters of bourbon, please. Because I like to wash the pills down with something.
Oh, yeah.
And bourbon seems to be the likely candidate right now.
Exactly.
If you're going to mix shit, mix shit. Play bigger, go home, man. Have fun with that shit. Have fun with chemical combinations. Barb actually did something that impressed me. Not that Barb doesn't do things all the time that impress me, but she did something I was impressed with yesterday. Apparently she grabbed the last thing of paper towels. And for anybody who doesn't know, we have 3 dogs. And one of them is old and pretty much just stands in place and pisses occasionally. And the other one is a little Chihuahua that's a year old that and apparently this is a common Chihuahua problem, hasn't gotten down the whole peeing on a pad thing. We have pads in like 3 sections of the house to make sure she's coated. She can go wherever she needs. Wherever she is, I guess you'd say, in a central area.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. She'll, no joke, she'll get up in the morning, she'll shit twice right on the paper. She knows where she's going, she does it. And then I'll get in the shower and come out, and there'll be a pile of poop in the middle of the hallway, not even near paper. It never fails. Same thing with pissing. She'll hit that pad 3 or 4 times, and then suddenly she'll just go pee in the middle of the hallway. She doesn't care. So we're constantly needing paper towels to clean up shit. So we use a lot of paper towels. We are not hoarding at all. We actually fucking need them. And Barb went in yesterday, and they had her favorite, what is it, like a 10-pack of Bounty paper towels. She immediately snagged on it, and apparently some older gentleman came up behind her and was like, oh, is that the last one? I really needed some paper towels. And Barb was like, follow me. And did the whole, bought it, and got in line, and he got behind her, and she paid for it, and they made it outside. And she was like, listen, here, I didn't want anybody else to see this, and stripped off 5 of the rolls for him. And I was like, that's cool. That's a good thing to do. But I felt bad because now I've only got 4 rolls of Bounty paper towels.
Uh-oh.
And now the dogs are going to piss, and I'm going to end up running out of paper towels.
Paper towels have been pretty easy to find, though.
Have they? Okay, good.
Yeah, it's getting better on the paper towels.
Good, because that's the big thing.
People started getting the word that they'll stop up the toilet, so it's kind of like they quit buying those.
Thank you. And Barb, I did not know this. Barb never realized that. She didn't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
I had to convince her.
They don't decompose like toilet paper does.
No. I had to convince her and show her, send her an article. I was like, don't do that. Because she actually did order us 4 things of the Cottonelle butt wipes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
can't flush those either.
No, you can't. I told her, I said, unless you're planning on throwing those in the garbage and, taking care of them within a decent period of time, I said, don't use those. Those are bad juju, man. Bad juju. Bad magic. We don't want to do that. No. By the way, a quick side note for anybody who's a Rick and Morty fan, there is a new Rick and Morty cartoon. It's 6 minutes long, and it's over on YouTube. I can't remember the name of it. It was something to do with ninjas. It's something to do with ninjas. Let's see. Where was it? Yeah, it's not listed in my history. Yeah, but anybody who's curious, go out and look at the official YouTube channel for Rick and Morty. There's a new 6-minute cartoon that's self-contained. It's one story, and it's actually really cool. It's a ninja. Anybody who's read Lone Wolf and Cub will recognize it immediately. It's from the Japanese manga Lone Wolf and Cub, and it's really cool. It's all in Japanese with subtitles. It's fucking awesome. Man, I can't wait for the new season of Rick and Morty. That's what I need to do. You know what? Maybe I'll do that today. Sit down and rewatch the first half of the season they've already played this year, because I've got them all recorded. And again, dude, if you, I'm telling you, if you had the time to sit down and give Rick and Morty a spin, you'd so love that series. It is so off the wall and so much fun. Such a good series. Such a good series. We never did come up with a 3-letter.
No, we never did.
Knuckle? No. Shit. God, I'll throw this at Barb. I'll go throw it at Barb. When we're done with the show, I'll go upstairs and throw joint. No, and throw it at her and see if she can come up with anything. God, that is going to drive me nuts. I know we'll get 10 letters this week from people going, dumbass, it's so and so. Oh, didn't think about that. Wrinkle?
Arch.
No, that's 4.
Yep.
No. Heel, toe?
No, well, toe we already did. Yep.
Fuck. Gonna drive me nuts, but okay.
Ball.
There you go. Nut. Wait. Nut.
Ball. I
don't think
ball your foot.
Yeah, well, that's true. Ball your foot, but it's not 3. It's 4.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Nut.
There you go.
Nut. I know that's not it.
I know.
Because she said no slang, and I guess nut would be slang.
Yeah.
Ball, testicle. Shit.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll think of it. All right, we're done.
All right, we're out.
Here at the end of the show. Hey, if you guys would like to donate to the show, you can through the old PayPal in the show description. Also on the website as well. Are we doing the YouTube thing yet?
Yeah, we're doing YouTube. If you want to check us out, search for Apocalypse Radio Podcast at YouTube. And if you want to listen to the show.
Do we have any people subscribing to the channel yet?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm pulling it up right now to see.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. I'll let you look.
Apocalypse Radio Podcast. All right. Good Lord. There's all kinds of Apocalypse.
Oh, there's all kinds.
Apocalypse podcasts here.
Yeah.
See what I've subscribed to. No. Motherfuckers, where? Apocalypse Radio Podcast. The fuck is it? Oh, there we go. 2 subscribers, you and me.
That's you and me, exactly. It's you and me. That's all it is.
Yep. So there we go.
And I'm telling you what, it's going to be. It's. I always master the show and MP3 tag it and all that other shit right after we do it. Because if I don't, I will let it fall and it'll be 2 or 3 days before I do it, and I hate doing that. So I will do it right after the show. Here's the bitch. To put it on YouTube, it is such a convoluted mess.
Yeah.
That you have to go through to do it and conversion and all that shit. I'm going to have to write down a step-by-step for myself because I cannot remember it from week to week. This will be the 3rd week I've done it. I cannot remember how to do it. I just remember I have to use a program called... Oh, great. It's off my fucking quick menu.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, wait, hold on. There it is. Wait, there it is. OpenShot Video Editor. I use something called OpenShot Video Editor, and I'm going to have to put something on it. And for anybody who does go to the YouTube channel and listen to it there, you'll notice that the background or the video, quote-unquote, that's showing the entire time is a picture of me and Charlie from back in the day in Louisville, where we... I still remember doing this. We did a photo session with Kelly Burton. Kelly came out there with her digital camera, which was not very high res at the time, and took a bunch of shots of us making silly poses and shit on, was it Vanetti's Winnebago? Whose Winnebago was
it was theirs, yeah.
It was Vanetti
and Dwight, yeah.
Him and Dwight. Okay, it was Vanetti and Dwight's Winnebago. Yeah, we crawled up on the top of it and took a bunch of pictures and shit. Back then, sometime between 2001 and 2005, I was able to climb up on the top of a Winnebago and do that shit. If I tried to climb up the top of a Winnebago nowadays...
fell off about three pulls up.
Easily. I'd be just fucking dropping from that ladder. It's amazing how much the human body can change in 10 years. It's amazing how much damage you can do in the space of 10 years is really the way I should phrase that. It really is incredible just how much damage you can do. And kids, take me as an object lesson. For God's sakes, don't fucking do this to your body. Between the alcohol and the cigarettes, burning that candle at both ends, homeboy. Jesus Christ. All right, we're at the end.
We're at the end, so there you go. Hey, leave us a review, too, and we will catch you all next week, or maybe sooner, who knows. It depends on how we feel during the week.
And how much...
All right, so have a good one. Later.
If you'd like to send an email to charlie@apocalypseradio.com or shaman@apocalypseradio.com. To subscribe, use the links at apocalypseradio.com or search for us on iTunes.
Dave's rolling, man. Make some noise.
Live from the intersection of beer and bongs.
Okay, tape's rolling.
On that lonely old highway we call the World Wide Web.
Oh, dude, start over.
Making sure the net never gets predictable. It's
I'll mollify it with some sound.
Apocalypse Radio.
Well, there you have it, folks. Another happy ending from the good people at Jimmy James Incorporated.
Good night, Herr Doctor.
Good night, Frau Blucher.
Galactus, the devourer of worlds. What? Are you recording? That was mean.